So very good morning to all.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
We were discussed about that proteins. Protein structure explained in 4 forms, right?
Sir,
So
we discuss all four.
yes, we already discussed the all four: the primary, secondary, tertiary, and
Quaternary.
quaternary, right? Yes. What is main reason for the primary? Only one bond is present in the primary. That is a backbone for the protein. That is
Peptide bond.
peptide bond. Next, secondary consists of
Two
And
forms.
hydrogen bond.
yes, peptide bond along with peptide bond, hydrogen bonds are present, right? Hydrogen bonds. How many types of secondary forms?
Two forms.
So one is
Alpha
alpha
right
helix,
hand helix.
yes. And next one is
Beta plated.
Beta
beta
plated.
plated sheet. Fine. So I told some example, not required that sericin, fibroin, keratin. Okay. This information is enough. Next, so what is the shape of tertiary?
3D dimension.
Yes.
Where is it?
Sir, woolen ball.
Yes. Hollow woolen ball. So it is a three-dimensional form. So for biological activity of proteins required, yes,
Tertiary
tertiary
protein.
form, right? So quaternary, what is the difference between tertiary and quaternary?
So
Yes,
tertiary has only
has now,
one protein. Quaternary has more than one protein.
only one peptide chain involved in the tertiary. Here
One.
more than one peptide chain involved here. They are arranged like a one above the other, arranged like a spear, like
parallel to each other. Arranged parallel to each other.
yeah. So it is a main reason for tertiary structure, different types of bonds, right? Ionic bonds,
Biological functions. Too.
hydrogen bonds, sulfide bonds, right? So here also, quaternary, here more than one protein involved. The best example is
Hemoglobin.
hemoglobin, right? So it consists of two alpha and two beta chains or subunits or polypeptides. So this and all we discussed. So next we already discussed a few points about that nature of bond linking. So monomers and the polymers, right? So different types of polymers, proteins, polysaccharides, nucleic acids. So they are present in acid insoluble fraction. The molecular weight is more than 10,000 or more than 1,000, right? So proteins, which are the polymer of amino acids, is polysaccharides is a polymer of
Sir, there are many polysaccharides.
polysaccharide is a polymer of
Glucose.
Monosaccharide.
monosaccharides. The monosaccharide may be glucose, fructose, ribose. So many is there. Galactose. So many monosaccharides is there. Right? Some of the polysaccharides example is cellulose, starch, glycose, and inulin, and chitinols. So for example, inulin is a polymer of fructose, right? That is a fructose is a monosaccharide, right? Next, so what type of bonds which are present in protein? What is a bond is present? Peptide bond, that is a main
Peptide
bond.
bond. Peptine bond.
Yes, peptide bond is formed due to the elimination of
Hydrogen.
Water.
this
Water
process.
molecule.
What is this process? Dehydration, right? Yes. Yes, polysaccharides and so what is the bond?
Glycosidic bond.
Glycosidic bond.
Glycosidic bond.
Only glycosidic bond is present. There is no other bonds. But protein consists of, along with peptide bond, hydrogen bonds, everything, sulfide bonds, so many bonds are present. But polysaccharides consists of only glycosidic bond, right? So by glycosidic bond also due to the elimination of water molecule, right? So this is a polysaccharide. Imagine this is a polysaccharide, one shared, second, third, fourth, right? So this one is left hand and this one is right handed. Which one is reducing end?
Right hand is ready.
Right hand.
Yes, this one is reducing end. This one is non-reducing end.
Sir,
Right?
reducing and non-reducing end in the sense.
So last the reducing end it reduces that cupric ions into cuprous, I told, right?
Yes, sir.
That we are going to be discussing the chemistry. I don't want to discuss why it is exactly. What I know that, what I know, it reduces that cupric ions into cuprous that I saw in the internet, right? Yes. Nucleic acids. So nucleic acid is a polymer of
Nucleotide.
Nucleotide DNA.
what? Nucleotides, right?
Nucleotides.
Yes. DNA. DNA is a double helix. It is made up of two polynucleotide chains, right? How they are arranged? Anti-parallel each other, right? So they are arranged anti-parallel each other. Next. So let's see that how many types of bonds which are present in nucleic acids. How many types?
3, sir.
Three types of, yes.
Glycosidic bond,
Acidic bond and
phosphodiester bond, hydrogen.
hydrogen bond.
Hydrogen bonds. Three types of, remember, very, very important. So last time in NEET examination, they given, so sugar, if it is a DNA deoxyribose sugar, if it is RNA, ribose sugar is present. So I don't want to mention what is this sugar. So here, nitrogen base, any nitrogen base. So nitrogen base attached to the first carbon. So this, what is this bond we are calling that?
Glycosidic.
Glycosidic.
N-glycosidic bond. Sometimes it is also called as N-glycosidic bond. Last time NEET examination given this one. N-glycosidic bond. Right? So here this is a fifth carbon, CH2OH. So to here, phosphate binds by forming
Ester bond.
Ester bond.
ester bond. This is a ester bond. So phosphate also bind to one more nucleotide. So together, two nucleotides bond each other by a
Phosphodiester.
phosphodiester bond. Right? Yes. So this is glycosidic bond. This is ester bond, phosphodiester bond. So glycosidic bond also formed by the due to the elimination of water. Ester bond also formed by the due to the elimination of water. But there is no any elimination of water during the formation of hydrogen bonds between the two polynucleotide chains. So see here. So what is the backbone for DNA? I told right, very, very important. What is the backbone
Sugar
for
phosphate
DNA?
chain.
Sugar phosphate chain.
Is sugar phosphate. Right. So here adenine, thymine. So nitrogen bases which are present inside. Nitrogen bases, they are present inside of helix. Okay. So nitrogen bases which are present inside of helix. Imagine this one is adenine, thymine. So automatically they bond each other by formation of hydrogen bonds. So this is called as base pair. What is this? We are calling that base pair. Base pairing or base pair, right? So this is a linear chains. So due to the formation of hydrogen bonds, the two polynucleotide chains, they form right-hand helix. Due to the formation of hydrogen bonds, what will happen? These polynucleotide chains form right-hand helix. So this is a right-hand helix.
Sir, right hand helix is formed in protein, isn't it, sir? And beta platin.
Yes, how?
Right
So
hand
this
helix.
type. So these two polynucleotide chains, they are rotated like that, right-hand side.
Okay, yes, sir.
I will show one picture. So if you want how to see that 3D animations in the Google, see here, this is right hand, right? So why the helix is formed? What is the reason? Due to the formation of hydrogen bonds, right? So the two polynucleotide chains are anti-parallel each other. The backbone formed by sugar phosphate sugar chain. These two lines very, very important. The backbone, sometimes sugar phosphate also right. Sugar phosphate sugar chain also right. Sugar phosphate okay right. Sugar phosphate sugar chain also right. Everything is right. So right, you understood this right hand helix. This is secondary helix, right? Secondary helical structure of DNA, right? Secondary helical structure of DNA explained by what the scientists Watson and
Crick.
we explain the secondary structure of DNA. Yes, Watson and
And
Crick.
Crick.
So very important this one.
So this like right hand helix, they explain it, sir.
Yes, they explain the right hand helix. Left hand helix also is here. So dozen types of DNA is here. aDNA, aDNA, bDNA. In our cell, different types of DNAs are present. So they are classified dozen types of DNAs. ZDNA is also is here. So what is the basis for this classification aDNA, bDNA, right? So, but the Watson Crick explained the structure of bDNA. Very important. So Watson Crick explained the structure of bDNA. Yes, what is the qualities? What is the character of bDNA? So bDNA is a right-hand helix. Okay, that you have the idea. So it is a right-hand helix. So Watson Crick explained the structure of bDNA. The cell consists of dozen types of DNAs. Yes. What is the bDNA characters? So this is one base pairing. Imagine thymine, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, adenine. So just I'm writing. So cytosine, guanine, 3, 4. This one, thymine, adenine. So randomly I'm writing. So this is a sequence. The DNA sequence we are going to be discussing in the next year. So this is all DNA sequence. The DNA sequence in my DNA, in your DNA, both are same. 99% is same. 99% of sequence of base pairing is same in all human beings. 99.9% DNA sequence is same, right? So this is DNA sequence. What I am writing, this is called as DNA sequence. Guanines. Randomly I am writing 3, 4, 5. Yes, how many base pairs are present here? How many total base pairs are present? This is one base pair, this is one base pair. How many total are present here?
10.
10 base pairs, right? 10 base pairs. This is one pitch, one turn. In the three-dimensional, it is clearly visible. This is one turn, exactly. This is one turn, one complete turn. Yes, one complete turn consists of how many base pairs? 10 base pairs.
And
So that is our first character of bDNA. bDNA per pitch. This is called as one complete turn or pitch. Complete pitch. Complete turn or complete pitch. So one turn consists of 10 base pairs. Right? So that is the first quality of bDNA. So bDNA is a secondary helical structure. Right hand helix. That is the second character. Okay. The first character is it consists of 10 base pair per turn. The second character is it is a right hand helix. So Watson Crick explained the structure of bDNA. The cell consists of dozen types of DNAs. That is aDNA, bDNA, zDNA, so many different types. But remember, this one is important. So they never ask examination what is aDNA, cDNA, zDNA. So in our syllabus in the NCERT first year, second year, we are going to be discuss only bDNA. They are not given any information about the other DNAs, right? Next. So the first character is it consists of 10 base pairs, 10 base pairs per turn, right? It is a right hand helix. That is the second character. Yes. Next one is what is the length of one turn, one pitch? What is the length of one turn, one pitch? The length of one turn, the length of one turn is one turn. The length of one turn is 3.4 nanometers. 3.4 nanometers. If you convert that 3.4 nanometers into angstroms, it is become 34 angstroms. Are you getting this? Yes, what is the length of that one turn? One pitch?
3.4 nanometers. Sir,
Nanometers.
only one helix or together both helix, sir.
Yes, once again.
We are considering only one helix over here or both the helix length.
This is one helix, right? This is one helix. This one is one helix. One helix consists of 10 base pairs, right?
Only one.
Yes, one helix. So many helixes are present. One helix length is 3.4 nanometers.
Yes, sir. That is what. Sir, one, like I'm asking only one as polynucleotide. One polynucleotide is
No. Both together we are calling this one. So both are same. The length of the two this is one polynucleotide chain. This is one more polynucleotide. Together they form a helix, right? The length of the complete pitch or helix is 3.4 nanometers.
Okay, sir.
Two polynucleotide chains, they form the helix, right? The length of the helix we are discussing.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yes. Next, what is the distance between two base pairs? This is a distance, right? Between these two base pairs. Automatically, how much it is become? 0.34 nanometers, right? This is the distance between these two base pairs, right? So for example, the distance between these two base pairs, how much that automatically?
0.3.
0.34 nanometer. If you convert that 0.34 nanometer into angstrom, it is become
3.4.
3.4. Are you understanding that? What is the distance between two base pairs?
0.34
0.34 nanometers.
This one is distance between two base pairs. How many base pairs are present here in a helix, one complete helix? How many base pairs are present per turn, per helix?
10.
10 base pairs, right? So that's why 0.34 into 10, how much it become? 3.4 nanometers. Are you understanding this? Yeah. So this is the characters of BDNA. So BDNA, right hand helix, one turn consists of 10 base pairs. The complete turn, one complete pitch. The length of the complete pitch is 3.4 nanometers or 34 angstroms. So angstroms are given in the textbook. Second year nanometers is given. Both are same. And next one is the distance between the two base pairs is 0.34 nanometers. If you convert that 0.34 nanometers into angstrom, that is 3.4 angstroms, right? So these are about BDNA. Yes. One turn, how much it rotates? One turn, how much it rotates? It rotates nearly 360 degrees. Yes, one turn rotates how many degrees?
360 degrees.
360 degrees, right? One base pair rotates how many degrees automatically? Are you 36 degrees, right? So one base pair rotates 36 degrees. One complete turn rotates 360 degrees. So one base pair rotates 36 degrees. One complete turn rotates 360 degrees. So these are all about BDNA, right? Yes.
Sir, how the 360 and 36? I can understand.
It's rotated like that. So if you want, you have to see here how it is rotating, right?
Yes, sir.
360 degrees it rotates.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Then
Yes.
how base pairs will be only 36 degrees, sir?
Yes. How base pairs? One base pair automatically 30 degrees, right? 36 degrees, right? One complete turn rotates
360.
360. One base pair automatically rotates 36. Got it? Yes. So this and all as to we already discussed. This is nucleotide, sugar, nitrogen-based sugar plus phosphate. So this is a polynucleotide chain. This is one chain. This is one chain. This is one more chain. Actually, here they given wrong this one. Actually, this chain is inverted position actually. It's anti-parallel, right? Each polynucleotide chain is anti-parallel. This is one sugar.
Yes.
This is one sugar. But the other chain present like that. So, but here they get wrong in the diagram. Anti-parallel, right? This chain, anti-parallel. This is a anti-parallel arrangement of two polynucleotide chains. Yes. So we have the idea one end of one polynucleotide chain is 5 prime. So automatically this end is 3 prime.
Prime.
This
Prime.
end is
3 prime and that end is 5.
5 prime.
5 prime.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is all about nature of bond. Is any questions? Yes, this one also had to remember. How the
Sir,
nitrogen, this is one polynucleotide chain, this is one polynucleotide chain. So here, nitrogen bases. How the nitrogen bases are present? Perpendicular. What is a backbone? Backbone, this is a backbone. So to the backbone, sugar phosphate, how the nitrogen bases are present? They are present inside the helix, right? They are arranged perpendicular. They are arranged perpendicular. This is imagine adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. So automatically here thymine. So it forms the base pair. So nitrogen bases which are arranged perpendicular to the backbone, that is sugar phosphate sugar. So that we have the idea adenine
Sir,
pairs with thymine, guanine pairs with cytosine in the DNA.
sir, in terms of RNA, there's no secondary helix, isn't it, sir?
Oh, yeah, RNA also form the secondary helix.
But is
RNA also form the secondary helix. What is the reason for this secondary helix? Is hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds. What is the reason for the helical structure? Hydrogen bonds. The two polynucleotide chains are equal in distance. So here they are equal in distance, entire the length. What is the reason for that? Again, hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds responsible for the helical structure. Hydrogen bonds also responsible for anti-parallel of polynucleotide chains. See here, equal distance by hydrogen bonds, helical structure by the hydrogen bonds, anti-parallel arrangement of two nucleotide chains also by the hydrogen bonds. Stability of DNA. Stability of DNA by hydrogen bonds. So many characters to the DNA is given by the hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds responsible for the anti-parallel arrangement of two polynucleotide chains, and hydrogen bonds responsible for the helical structure of DNA and stability of DNA by the hydrogen bonds, right? Yes, any questions here? Yes, next.
No, sir.
Yes. So what is a backbone for DNA? Sugar phosphate.
phosphate backbone.
Yes, one helix. What is the length of one helix?
3.4 nanometers.
So it is in angstroms, it is become
34.
34
34
I'm
angstrom.
stronger.
This is the distance between the two base pairs, right?
Yes, sir.
So how much?
0.34
0.34
nanometers.
nanometers
3.4
or
angstrom.
3.4 angstrom. Right? This is not required for you, leave it. Anti-parallel arrangement. One end of polynucleotide chain is 5 prime, automatically other end 3 prime. So one end of polynucleotide chain is 3 prime, the other one is 5 prime. So here anti-parallel, opposite direction they are arranged. S if the DNA consists of 180 base pairs. DNA consists of how many base pairs? 180 base pairs. Then what is the length of the DNA? Are you understanding this question? How many base pairs are present in the DNA? Imagine just in the given DNA, how many base pairs are present? 180 base pairs are present. Then what is the length of DNA? Yes, how it is possible to calculate?
180 into
20
3.4 nanometer. 0.34 nanometer.
0.34 nanometers. How much you will get? Yeah.
So 61.2.
Yeah, 261.2. 61.2, right? Right. So next. So this one I have the idea. Yes, at each step, the stands turn, the polynucleotide stands turns 36 degrees. At each step means at each base pair.
Sir, base pair turns 36 degrees or DNA, total DNA, sir.
Base pair. And actually base pair turn 36 degrees. So entire the helix. This is a helix, right? One helix. This is one helix. So total helix turn how many degrees?
360.
360 degrees.
360 degrees. One base pair turns 36 degrees. Entire helix or pitch turns, right?
360 degrees.
Yes, one full turn guns of how many base pairs? One full turn guns of how many base pairs?
10 base pairs.
10
10
base
base pairs. That is a character of which DNA?
BDNA.
BDN.
BDNA. BDNA structure explained by
Crick and Watson.
Yes.
Watson and Crick.
Watson and Crick. They got Nobel Prize. These are most important contributions. So without this discovery, not possible to discover what is DNA structure, what is RNA structure, not possible to discover the vaccines also, not possible to discover the anti-cancer drugs also, retroviral drugs. So there is a major contribution in the biology by the Watson Crick. So in the higher classes, we are going to be discuss what is the wonders created by the Watson Crick. So next, the P should be 34 angstroms. The base pair would be 34 angstroms. So in the form of DNA with above the mentioned salient features is called BDNA. So here more than a dozen forms of DNA present in living cell. Dozen type means aDNA like BDNA. Up to the zDNA is a dozen types of DNAs. But we are discussing only about that BDNA. So this is all about the nature of bond. Yes, any questions here? Yeah. Next one. Yes, I think Monday you have exam.
Sir, what are the portions for that, sir?
So I am showing here. I am showing right. It is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Excel sheet. So the portion, see here, 406 to 1006.
A little more.
So we'll see that what is a portion. So introduction, that is cell. Actually, it is a introduction means about the cell, the unit of life. So here up to the 10 prokaryotic cell. So next Monday exam we have on cell theory. So review of cell, prokaryotic cell.
That is total information about prokaryotic cells, sir.
Yes, total prokaryotic cell. Up to the inclusion bodies, gas vacuoles present in
Cyanobacteria,
cyanobacteria. Next,
green bacteria,
yes, green and
Blue,
purple
green, and
bacteria.
and
Yes,
blue.
cyanobacteria is a blue-green algae. Yes, what is the use of that gas vacuoles?
Floating
Makes the
on.
bacteria float on water.
Floating. Gas vacuole only consists of membrane. It is only permeable to the gases. Next, what are that inclusion bodies?
Food storages.
Food storage organisms. Yes, what are the examples are given in the textbook?
Glycogen
Phosphate.
granule, phosphate granule.
Phosphate granules. Next,
Cyanophane granule.
Cyanophasian granules. Next, glycogen granules. Right. So with membrane, without membrane, these granules.
Without membrane.
Without membrane, right? So what is the function of fimbriae?
To
Helps
attach
the
to
bacteria
rocks.
to
Helps the bacteria to attach to the rocks in
and
the
the host tissue.
and host tissue.
Okay, fine. So you know this is a prokaryotic cell. No, only prokaryotic cell they given. Next Friday the cell envelope on modifications. Only up to the prokaryotic cell. The ribosomes inclusion bodies again for the next week. Okay. So they given right up to only 10. 10th means prokaryotic cell. Right. So once again I will see that important points. Yeah. So who first saw the living cell?
Anton von Leeuwenhoek.
So Antonio Leeuwenhoek, right? Who saw that? Who discovered the nucleus?
Robert Brown.
Robert Brown. Here, any newcomers is there? Please raise your hand. Only one person. Okay, fine. Fine. So this is a chapter 8, the cell, the unit of life. So here the cell is the fundamental, the structural unit of life, right? So what is the difference between the living and non-living? So living, they consist of, they are made up of cells. So living things, they consist of cells, they are made up of cells, right? But some of the organisms are unicellular. Some of the organisms are unicellular, like amoeba, bacteria, Paramecium euglena, chrysophytes, which are the unicellular. So here, what is the character of unicellular organisms? So what is the character of unicellular organisms? So they have
Independent.
independent existence, and single cell perform the all essential function of life. So these two sentences are very, very important. So some of the organisms are unicellular, some of the organisms are multicellular. So they are made up of different kinds of cells, right? So plant also it contain different kinds of cells. So animals also consists of different kinds of cells, right? But unicellular organisms, only single cell organisms. So here the single cell perform the all essential functions of the life, and they have a independence existence. So in our body, some of the, for example, heart cell perform the some of the functions, and gland cells, liver cells, they perform the some more functions. But in unicellular organisms, entire cell perform the all essential functions of the life. Right. Next. Yes, the cell is the fundamental structural functional unit of all living organisms. So this one also important. So Leeuwenhoek is the first person saw and described the living cells. Right. Next. So Robert Brown, he discovered nucleus. So due to in the advance in the microscope, all different organelles discovered. So due to the development of different types of microscopes, so different organelles are discovered like nucleus. Next, what is the next one? So what is the organelle along with outer membrane of nucleus?
Endoplasmic
Endoplasmic
reticulum.
Plasmic reticulum.
Reticulum. Then followed by
Golgi apparatus.
Golgi apparatus. Next, lysosomes. Next, vacuoles.
Mitochondria.
Right. So these are the organelles comes under. So what are the organelles comes under endomembrane system?
Vacuoles. Endoplasmic
No,
reticulum.
no, not nucleus. We have to start from the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosomes, vacuole. So they are comes under endomembrane system. Why they are comes under endomembrane system?
They
Yes,
all
why the
perform the
organelles?
same function.
Yes, what is the reason?
They
Because
all perform the same function, like in the
their
process.
functions are
Not function. They
coordinated,
have
sir.
the coordination function, not same
Functions
function.
are coordinated.
Coordination function, right? So other organelles, the remaining like mitochondria, plastid, they have not coordination function. They have the independent functions like mitochondria involved in their aerobic respiration. The chloroplast involved in the synthesis of sugars in the plant, right? That's why they are not comes under endomembrane system. They are comes under non-endomembrane system, right? Next. So Ramachandran, what is the contribution of Ramachandran?
He discovered the structure of collagen.
Triple
Yes,
helical structure.
yes, good.
Triple.
Triple helical structure of collagen. Also invented Ramachandran plot. So he invented that Ramachandran graph or plot to explain the conformations, structures of proteins. So conformations means structures. In the beginning of the chapter, they given about the Ramachandran. Right?
Yes, sir.
Next, who is the first person he observed that plant cells?
Matthias Schlitten.
Schlitten, right? He's a German botanist. So what he examined, so here also very important, 1838. So he observed the plant cells. What he concluded that the plant body is made up of different kinds of cells. So cell theory. Sladen and Schwann together they given cell theory, but the cell theory modified by
Rudolf Virchow.
Rudolf Virchow.
Rudolf Virchow, right? So he added one more sentence. What is it?
All cells exist from the
The new
pre-existing
cells are
cells.
produced from the new
Yes, the
pre-existing
new cells arise from pre-existing
Pre-existing.
cells.
right? The final shape to the cell theory are also given by Rudolf Virchow. Next, one more scientist. Yes, what he concluded that the plants composed of different kinds of cells. So next one,
Theodore Swan.
yes, Schwann. So he's a British zoologist. In 1839, he studied the animal cells. What he found that presence of cell membrane, right? So he found
Yes, sir.
presence of cell membrane, and he also found that presence of cell wall
Cell wall.
in plants, right? That is unique character. The cell wall absent in the animal cells, cell wall present in the plant cells. Found that presence of plasma membrane, as well as he found that the plant cell consists of cell wall. That is a unique character. The plant cell, that cell wall is absent in the animal cells. He also given theory that but the plant body and animal body is composed of cells and their products.
Are composed of cells and products of cells.
Yes, products of cells. This is a hypothesis given by Theodor Schwann. Right?
Yes, sir.
You read already this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. So Slade and Schwann together they formulated cell theory. But they did not explain how the new cells are formed. Next. So Rudolf Virchow, he explained how the new cells are formed. The new cells are formed from the pre-existing cells. In the German language, that is hominis cellula acellular. Yes, what is the size of viruses?
0.0032 to 0.3 micrometer.
0.3 is given.
No, 0.02.
Yes, average size of eukaryotic cell.
10 to 20 micrometers.
Yes, eukaryotic cell is 10 to 20 or 30.
20, sir.
30.
20, sir.
Yes, 20.
According to
Yes.
textbook is given 20, sir.
Okay. Bacteria cell,
0.3 to 0.5 micrometers.
good. Only Nitin is given. He read. What about others? Yes, Bindu Mahalakshmi. So what is the size of red blood cells? Yes, Sangeeta. Yes, Tanvi.
Yes, sir. 7 micrometer.
Yes, 7 micrometers, right? So what is that largest cell?
Egg of an ostrich.
Yes, longest cell?
Nerve cell.
Nerve cell.
Yes. Columnar cells, right? Okay, leave it that. What is the shape of red blood cells?
Round and biconcave.
Biconcave.
Bicon.
Okay, right, fine. What is that smallest cell?
Mycoplasm.
Yes,
Mycoplasma.
mycoplasma, right? Right. So plasmids which are present in the bacteria, right? So what is the use of plasmids?
Resistant to antibiotics.
Is they provide extra phenotypic character that is resistant against antibiotics, right? So what is the unique characters that is present in prokaryotic cells? Unique characters.
Inclusion bodies.
Good. Next.
Mesosomes.
Yes, Anusha, right? Mesosomes.
Plasmids, sir. That's
Yes,
also.
plastids. Good. So these are the unique characters.
Sir, plasmids. They're also.
Yes, yes. Plastids, not the plasmids, not plastids.
I told plasmids itself, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So here, what is a mesosome? That is the enfoldings of cell membrane into the cytoplasm, right? Yes. Next. So here in a prokaryotic cell, the DNA is naked, right?
Yes, sir.
Means,
Lack of histone proteins.
yes, no histone proteins. Good. So in prokaryotes, the DNA is naked because there is no histone proteins. So in prokaryotes, only single chromosome is present. So in prokaryotes, that is example for prokaryotes, bacteria, so in which only single chromosome is present. So along with single chromosome, plasmids also present, right? So the bacteria consists of only one organelle. What is that?
Ribosome.
Yes, ribosomes with membrane or without membrane.
Without one.
Without membrane.
Yes, what type of ribosomes are present?
70s.
30s.
30 years. Yes, good. Right. So first we will finish this. The cell theory modified by the cell theory that the all organisms composed of cells and the products of cells, and so the all cells which are arise from pre-existing cells, that you have the idea. So what is the best model to study the plant cell?
Onion peel or human cheek
Onion
cells?
peel or human.
Onion peel. Animal cell is
Human cheek cells.
Human
cheek cells. Good. Yes, this we have the idea: animal cell without cell wall and plant cell with cell wall. So here animal cells without cell wall, but plasma membrane, cell membrane is present. Cell membrane is common, plasma membrane is common, but cell wall is extra is present in the plant cell. So overview of the difference between prokaryotic cell. Here, prokaryotic cell without nucleus, right? Yes. Without nucleus here, only one organelle is present, that is ribosomes. Ribosomes without membrane. Right? So next, single chromosome is present. Right? Single chromosome. That single chromosome in the form of circular. So this one is double strand. This is double strand circular DNA. Circular DNA, right? So this one, along with this, extra DNA molecules are present. What is it?
Plasmids.
Yes, plasmids. Extra DNA molecule present in prokaryotic cell. So we are calling that plasmids. Right? So this is the characters of prokaryotic cells. So there is no any organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria, and as well as plastids like chloroplast also is present. Chloroplast also absent in the prokaryotes. But pigments are present, chlorophyll pigments present, but there is no organelle chloroplast. Right? Next, eukaryotic cell. So eukaryotic cell consists of different organelles, nucleus, right? The DNA in the form of chromosomes, different, so many number of chromosomes are present. And eukaryotic cell consists of different organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi, mitochondria, lysosomes, vacuoles, which are present in eukaryotic cell. So here, what is a locomotion? By motility by, only by,
Flagella.
but here motility by flagella and
Cilia.
Cilia.
cilia, right? So that is one more difference. Next, difference between plant cell, animal cell. Here, what is present? Cell wall is present, here absent. Here absent.
Sir, in case of animal cell, in case of eukaryotic cells, it's present in animals, isn't it, sir? So will that have flagella and cilia?
No. Some animal cell they consist of cilia,
Yes, sir.
like paramecium,
Yes, sir.
and flagella is present in some cases, right? Yes, here cell wall is present. Here there is no cell wall. Next, here plastids present, right?
Yes, sir.
Here absent.
Absent.
Here vacuole is present, large central vacuole.
Size. Smaller in size.
Here
Smaller in size.
absent. Here next one is centriole
Absent.
or centrosomes. Both are same, right? Centrosomes consists of centrioles. Centrosomes absent. Here present, right? So any other differences here?
Chloroplast.
Yeah, plastids I wrote, right?
Locomotion.
Yes, locomotion, okay. Flagella absent, okay, fine. Here the flagella is present. So this is the main difference here. Especially in examination, they will ask like that. Large central vacuole, it occupies 90% of the space in a living cell, right? Or plant cell. Vacuole is present here, centriole presented here, plastid presented here. Cell wall is common. But animal cell consists of centrioles.
Centrioles and flagella.
Yes. This is all about, right? So we had to read up to this prokaryotic cell. And tomorrow we will discuss that question paper, NEET question paper, right? So any questions?
No, sir.
No. What is the function of Golgi complex?
Conversion of proteins into glycogen.
Yes, what is the exact
Lipids.
answer? Yes.
Lipids into conversion of lipids into glycogen.
Modification of enzymes.
Modification.
modification of proteins and lipids. Okay, so it is involved in the synthesis of glycoproteins and glycolipids.
Glycolipids.
There are two phases are present, right, in Golgi complex.
Trans phase and mature phase.
No, we have to tell
Cis phase
cis
and
and
trans phase.
yes,
Cis phase and
cis
trans.
and trans. What is the shape of cis?
Convex.
Convex, right? So what is other name for cis phase?
Convex
Comic
phase.
phase.
Comic.
Trans phase is maturation phase. So Golgi apparatus is made up of number of disc-like sacs. We are calling that
Cisternae.
Cistern.
cistern. Right, good. Next, what is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum?
Synchronization
Of lipids and steroid hormones.
Yes, synthesis of lipid and steroid hormones. I will ask a few person here. Yes, Preeti, what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? Vasudha,
Yes, sir. Rough
yes,
endoplasmic reticulum helps in the synthesis of proteins.
yes, good. Proteins and secretion, right? Next, Vasudha, what type of enzymes which are present in lysosomes? Vasudha Sharma. Yes, Nikita, why? Same questions to you. Same question to you. Yes, Nikita, why? Yes, Navya. Tanusri, V. Yes, Shobana. Shobana respond.
Can I say, sir?
Yes, good. So, yeah, what type of enzymes which are present in lysosomes?
Hydrolytic enzymes.
Hydrolytic enzymes, right? Okay. So, we have to
Lytic
revise-
enzyme, sir.
yes, good. Right. So, once again, we have to revise and tomorrow we'll discuss, right? Yes, any questions? No,
Sir,
better.
in rough endoplasmic reticulum, what is the secretion?
Protein secretion.
Okay.
Actually, proteins are synthesized, so they are secreted into the vesicles. That vesicles again fuse with Golgi complex. So that proteins are packed into the vesicles from the endoplasmic reticulum that are fused with Golgi complex. Right?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you send this PPT in the group, sir?
I'm not in your group. So do one thing. I will show my one other site that is a
Okay, sir.
slide share site. So I had to download from.
Sir,
Yeah.
but I don't think you have posted it there, sir. Only biological classification you have posted.
In the group or in slide share?
Slide share.
No, cell bio also is there. So see
Okay,
if you,
sir.
I think you have to search here. Wait, I will see. Biomolecules, if it is possible, I will upload today. So it is visual to you, this one, slide share.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So we had to type slide share and we had to type my name also. So many PPTs here. Yeah, something error is there. So in the slide share, you had to download.
Okay, sir.
Okay, tomorrow I will show how it is, right? Okay,
Okay,
thanks.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.